Hey, hey, what's up, all you beautiful Indigenous people? It's your Indigenous brother from another mother, Patrick Little Wolf Brooks, and as always, my partner in crime, the one and only Rockin' Ron. How you doing tonight, Ron?
Man, I'm doing great, dude. Is it as hot over there as it is over here? 78 in Denver, dog.
Dude, I'm loving the heat. I ain't gonna complain at all. I had enough of the cold. I don't function well in the cold. I'm happy it's nice and hot. It's not as
Right?
hot as it is over there yet. We're hitting about 65. We one day of 70. Tomorrow we're supposed to hit 75. Be our warmest day of the year so far. And then I think we have an 80-degree weather lined up here shortly in the
Right.
next couple of days. So I'm pretty looking forward to it. I am a tropical person. I love the heat, so you ain't gonna hear me complain.
You know, it was a couple summers ago now. I mean, this has happened over the continent twice in the last 2 years. The heat dome. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I was driving around. My car was brand new at the time, so the AC was bam. You know what I mean? 118 degrees, 4 straight days in a row in Portland. Like a normal summer in Portland, 75, 78, 83. August comes around, 92, 96. Few days of 100, and then boom, back down to mid 80s again. But 118, bro, like seriously, if I want that level of heat, I'm going to sweat. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special show tonight. We're starting something we've never done before. We're looking forward to it. And we're doing the traditional native thing, and we're doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway for all of our dedicated listeners out there. So I'm going to let you know how you enter the giveaway tonight. So tonight we have a special handmade, beautiful, crafted TP. I also have lights. If you look behind Ron, you'll see what it looks like with lights in it. It all changes different colors. It changes. You can pick the color you want. So that's the giveaway for tonight. How do you win that beautiful TP, do you say, Patrick? Well, what you got to do is you got to like, comment, and share this broadcast. Now, how do you comment? You cannot comment on my Facebook or Ron's Facebook. You have to come over to the BNB Indigenous Podcast Facebook and watch the show. Comment. The best comment tonight, about 30 minutes before the night's over, we're going to be doing a live drawing for the best comment. And if you have entered the competition by liking and sharing and commenting, might get picked to be able to get this beautiful TP. Every week it's going to be something different. Every week it's going to be indigenous. So if you want that indigenous swag, this is the one and the only place you're getting free native stuff, handmade right there by yours truly, Ron. Those
That's
TPs
right.
are those TPs are gorgeous, Ron.
As the
So
TP turns.
so make sure you enter. We're going to start off the broadcast tonight with my man Ron. We're going to do a little bit of news, and then right after the news, we have a special guest tonight. We have the one, the only. Once again, we are so honored to bring in a special guest. We got Brock Stonefish in the house. As soon as we do this news broadcast, we're going to bring Brock in live. A little bit of music, a little bit of enjoyment, and he's got some great updates of what he's got going on. So, Ron, if you take it away, give us some of that news, would you?
Yeah, absolutely. And before I get started with the news, I just want to say that I don't appreciate you stealing my T-shirt.
You like that? This shirt is from Rebecca Wells, an indigenous seller. She sells all kinds of native goods. This
Yeah,
is my indigenous. She does amazing stuff. I bought more than I'd like to buy because I'm going broke just buying from her website. She's got everything from native knives, native shirts, kids' clothes, luggage, everything. If you want to Indianize it, she's got it on her. Make sure you go over there and check out Rebecca Wells. She's got an amazing site right there on Facebook. You can order all kinds of things. That's where I got this shirt. Got this shirt. Forgot what side I'm on. Sorry.
what was
Sorry.
that you got again,
Yeah,
eh?
that's it. It is really nice. I've washed it and dried it, and it stayed on, and
This
it's
the
comfortable as well. And
print is beautiful. That gold is dope,
oh
bro.
yeah, I love it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
She
He's just
makes
trying to show off his biceps for all of you that don't know. Welcome to the B&B Indigenous Podcast. I'm your brother, Rock and Ron B. That's right, Uncle Daddy, as some know me in many circles like that. State-funded charter school says Native first graders' traditional hair violates their dress code. This is from nativenewsonline.org. If you guys want to check it out, make sure you guys get on there. Or excuse me, nativenewsonline.net. I'd be saying nativenewsonline.org, just really messing it up. If you guys want to hear this article, read it for yourself, or check out many more wonderful publications, that's nativenewsonline.net. This article from the 31st of March, as a matter of fact, 2023, a North Carolina Native American family is fighting against a state-funded charter school's demand that their first grade boy gets his haircut. The school system recently changed its dress and grooming code to define a boy wearing his hair in a bun or braids as faddish. The Lomboy family are members of the Waccamaw Siouan tribe, one of North Carolina's 8 state-recognized tribes. The young boy's mother, Ashley Lomboy, told Native News Online on Friday that her son Logan is embracing the Native American culture through being a powwow dancer and growing his hair, which extends beyond his shoulders. In a traditional way that dates back to how tribal ancestors, Logan has been a student at classical charter school in Leland, North Carolina, for about 18 months. He attended kindergarten there and now enrolled in the first grade. The school's policy was that the boy's hair had to be neat and above the collar. His mother said she puts his hair in a bun to comply with the dress code and grooming standards of the school. The school is owned by its parent company, Classical Charters of America, which owns 3 other schools in North Carolina. Classical Charters of America operates schools in Southport, Whiteville, and Wilmington, North Carolina, serving more than 2,500 students. The schools are managed by the Roger Bacon Academy, based in Leland, North Carolina. According to Logan's mother, who works for her tribe developing a STEM program, there has been a change in the school's dress and grooming standard that the Lomboys became aware of on February 20th of this year. That day, as Logan's father dropped off his 2 sons at school when a school official verbally told him Logan's hair needed to be cut due to a change in policy. The official said the school system redefined the word fad to include boys' hair being put in buns or being braided. The next day, Ashley contacted the school official to seek a waiver to allow Logan to keep his hair length. She was told she had to fill out a grievance form. She complied with the request, but has received 2 denials from the school stating Logan must get his hair cut. Ashley also told Native News Online that Logan has a 8-year-old brother who chooses to support family each child to choose how much of their Native culture they want to embrace. Again, this news from nativenewsonline.net. If you would like to read this and many other wonderful stories, you can check them out. We'd also like you to read and encourage you to go to lastrealindians.com if you guys want to read some awesome Native stories as well. And we want to say thank you to our our sponsor today. We're going to start right off with Skodan.xyz. We want to make sure you guys are signing up for an account. Don't forget, we have a giveaway tonight. Want to say, Patrick, thanks for letting me get that news in there, man. It just feels good. I feel like I'm getting my reading up, you know?
And listen, everybody, graduation's coming up soon before you know it. Even if you don't have a kid in school, you need to go out to your local schools and ask them what their policy is about letting our kids wear their beadwork and feathers graduating across stage. I'm lucky enough to have an understanding school, even though my daughter is the only native indigenous person at our school. When I went up to them and explained to them with the principal that we are traditionalists and that we practice our traditional ways, I told them that about our ways. They had no problem with her wearing her ribbon skirt as well as her beaded cap and eagle feather. So we need to start making this loud and proud. We need to start showing up at these schools. That way these kids have proper representation of their culture. People do not realize how important it is for Native people to graduate and how much it doesn't happen. Let these kids show their pride through their culture when they go out to the schools.
That's right, and we don't want you to be jealous just because you can't star in a Germac Bounce Back Beautiful Hair commercial. You know, don't be hating. That's what I'm saying. When you take it out and you just whip it around like that. Brock whips his hair around too, I heard. You know what I mean? And that's what he does when he's on stage and he's getting that guitar warmed up like that. He does the Germac, this one right here, Patrick. And well, we want to make sure that we're bringing our guest on. We don't want to be waiting too long. This man's going to be doing some awesome performance this spring, all throughout the spring and the summer. I tell you what, that's right. That's right. Connecticut is on it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And what is Ashley saying here? We need to start pushing back at the schools that aren't understanding as well. Absolutely. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean? Walk up in that school, be like, what's up? You got a problem with long hair? I mean, you're just jealous because my hair looks beautiful and yours is all, wiry and whatever.
All right. Hey, listen, don't you go there. Us on the East Coast, we got a little curly hair, man.
I got wiry hair,
I,
man.
I don't I don't I don't have that nice long straight black hair. My hair is curly. Anyway, I want to put another reminder, everybody, before we bring Brock on. If you want to enter the contest to get the giveaway, you have to come over to the Facebook page of the B&B Indigenous Facebook page and comment, like, and share. Comment like over there, not on my personal Facebook, not on Ron's, because we don't see those messages. The only messages we see are the
Yeah.
ones that show up on the B&B Indigenous Facebook page. Without any further ado, you know this man. We had him on before. He's got great music. He's been a musician for years. And without further ado, we have the great, the one and only Mr. Brock Stonefish. Hookah!
Oh, oh, oh,
They call it Stormy Monday. Yeah, Tuesday's just as bad. They call it Stormy Monday. Yeah, Tuesday's just as bad. Thursday's even worse. Thursday's also sad. Eagle flies on Friday. Saturday, I go out and play. Eagle flies on Friday. Saturday, I go out and play. Sunday, people go to church. They kneel down and they pray. They say, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on me. Say, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on me. Want you to find my baby. Want you bring him back home to me. They call it Stormy Monday. Tuesday's just as bad. Call it Stormy Monday. Tuesday's just as bad. Wednesday's even worse. Thursday's also say.
Hoka!
It's a Monday, classic Monday tune for you.
All right, Ron, you broke us off. Oh my God, Brock, you broke us off with a little bit
Brock,
of that
Brock, yeah.
blues, baby. Good.
Right on,
God.
man.
Dude, you know what? I tell you what, this is like I grew up in a place where blues music is like the mainstay of life. Portland, Oregon, they call Portland a sleeper town when it comes to professional music, but there have been artists that have come out of Portland like thick as thieves, bro. Shock,
Yep.
New Shoes, Quarter Flash. I'm gonna harden my heart. I'm gonna swallow my tears.
Yeah, there's a lot of blues out in the West Coast, and there's a lot of fans out there too. A lot of blues
Right.
fans.
It's really
Because I know
my
my friends up here in Canada, there's a show called Res Blues, and it was on the
Yeah.
APTN about almost 20 years ago now. It started, and there was a season 1, 2, and 3, and the third season was called Res Tunes, and they had they had rappers on there, hip hop artists, different artists, and I know one of the blues cats around Six Nations moved out to Vancouver because the scene is so good, and the lady, her name is Elaine Bomberry, and she's like the queen of the music industry in Canada as far as Indigenous music goes, and her and Murray Porter, they're out in Vancouver, and yeah, they just reached out to me recently. I just submitted for the Solstice Awards. They're having the Solstice Indigenous Music Awards this June in Ottawa, in the capital city of Canada, and and so hopefully I'll see what's going to happen there. Maybe I'll go up there and check it out and see what the awards are all about. We'll try and get involved in it somehow. If I can go up there and stamp punch tickets for people, I can do that too.
Right? Be acting like C&T tabulations at a powwow, Clayton and Tammy Crane, you know what I mean? With your little barcode. Check them in it.
Yeah.
Well, how things going? You
Yeah.
said you got plans on this tour coming up for this. Is it spring and summer, or is it just summer only? What you got going on with that, Brock?
Well, I got a few things going on. I got a tour coming up in July. So I just signed with a contract for a tour called the Troublemaker All-Star Tour with Gary Farmer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And Gary Farmer is having myself, Derek Miller, and Derek Miller's a great musician. He's like a legend around here, and he did the closing ceremonies. I think the biggest thing I seen was the closing ceremonies of the Olympics. They had it in Vancouver, and Derek Miller was there. He was playing his Firebird, and that was a good scene. But he's been around, and he's played a lot of. He's got a good repertoire, I guess you could say.
Right.
A lot of good hits. Yeah. And Gary, him and Gary, of course, they're from the same reserve. They're both from Six Nations. Derek Miller, he's also a race car driver too. So he's on the Six Nations. They have that race car show on APTN.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it's called, but Derek Miller's on there, and I think he fucking won his debut race. He got first place.
Yeah, he did.
And then also on the tour is a guy named Hal Galb, and he's a keyboardist. So we're gonna go and the tour. It's gonna be myself. I'm gonna do maybe 7 to 10 songs, about 10 songs, and then Derek, of course, will do about 10 songs or so, and then Gary do 10 of his songs,
Yeah,
and and uh, and then we're gonna tour from July 14th to July 27th so far,
Is there any
and
chance are you going to be hauling ass over here at East Coast?
oh, I'm getting there for myself. Uh, October, I'm coming down. I'm going to be playing in Boston. Outside of Boston, October 1st. There's some kind of Aboriginal festival going on,
that's
and they're
awesome.
trying to get that in the works.
I'll
And
try to
then,
come up and do. We'll try to. I'll come try to come up and do a live broadcast from that.
Right?
yeah, that'd be awesome.
You
Yeah,
know,
so then I think I'm going to do a tour. That's going to be a tour to the 9th. So I'll probably go down there, and I know a lot of people in Mashpee and everybody. I stayed down there for a long time, and maybe I'll try and get into some schools and mix the contemporary and traditional music and just kind of show them what natives are doing now and stuff like that, eh?
you need a
And
drummer,
and
bro. You
so
let me know. I'll bust my set out, and I'll lay down the beats like you ain't ever heard. You know what I mean? So that's when you come out to P Town and Seattle too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, did you see that ladybug land on my lens?
Yeah, that's they bite.
It's good
Yeah.
luck,
Oh
man.
hell yeah, they do. They bite the hell out of me.
They'll be
All right.
calling it good luck when they bite you. That wasn't good luck. That hurt.
Hey, I want to give. Let me
They're
give a little.
invasive. They're not even real ladybugs.
No, you're
They're
talking about the
they're
Japanese
yeah
ladybugs.
Yeah, them little
yeah
people.
yeah.
I want to give some love out to our listeners right now. Right now, I'm guessing people really want that teepee, that handmade teepee there, Ron.
Yeah.
Reason
Hold on.
it looks like I'm not paying attention, but I've been writing down names of people that have been doing exactly what I asked for them. Miss Bearstail is getting off right now. She
She
wants
is.
that
I seen
TP.
her. I seen
She's
her.
already liked, shared. She already liked, shared, and she's commented. Right now, Fabian, like always, my man Fabian is
Yeah.
always a loyal listener. He's already liked, shared the episode as well. Miss Ashley Clark as well has liked and shared this. These people are like they are getting this TP some way or
Listen to
another.
me. This is now. I want you to know something, everybody. Okay, I have
Hey,
the
thanks, Lynette.
yeah. Now listen to me. This is going to be wrapped. If you want it wrapped, if you want it plain like this, I also do art designs. You hold 1 second. I'm going to show you another one real quick because you have your choice. We're only giving one away each week, but I'm going to give these away. These normally they sell for money. You see the lightning on there? Now
Oh,
they're going
that's
to be
nice. I love
steamed
the
on the
lightning bolts
pools.
on that.
Yeah, it looks tight, right? And this paper that I'm using, bro, this cardstock is like $30 for a little thing like this thick of, and those sheets are all sorts of awesome colors too. But I want to encourage you guys. You know what I mean? We want to show that not only kicks ass like Brock playing guitar and singing like that, bro. I've been thinking, baby. I've been thinking for a long, long time, right?
You
And
know, Ron. I was practicing that earlier, and
yeah,
I even changed the lyrics because it says, "Oh, some people go to church, eh?" And then I was
yeah,
gonna say something about going to powwow and going to giveaway and going to
Yeah,
the buffet afterward on the way home
yeah.
at a casino or whatever, eh?
I'm showing off my first beadwork. This is for my daughter. I made it. Hold on, let me. Yeah, it's weird when you got a backwards angle. You know what I mean? I have never done any borders before, so I'm really proud of this first thing. And I've got this for my baby. My daughter's going to be turning a year old on the 8th, but we're having her birthday. We're bringing all the family.
Yee.
But check it out. I got her a harmonica.
Nice.
Right? It just sounded like that dude from Foreigner. No, Bonnie Raitt. But if you need somebody to play harmonica, I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
I,
Hey, that
I,
sounds more like that sounds like a polka harmonica.
it,
Somebody
it
playing that.
almost does. I know. Boom, 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 boom.
once again, if you want to enter the contest to win this TP, you got to make sure you come over to the B&B Indigenous Podcast Facebook page. Watch this show. Like and share. Like and share. That's the
That's
only way.
right.
Or that's how you get entered into the competition to say who's got the best comment tonight before the night's over, and we will openly say your name on live and send this TP right out to you. It will have lights inside of it. It will be all blinking like the one can't barely see it because the light coming in on his car. But that TP back there that's all blinking around in the back of
See,
Ron's truck.
that's a true fire bulb is what that's called. Now, if you guys are looking for those, I'm not going to tell you where to go to get them because it's none of your business. Hey, no, you can find them on Amazon.
Hey,
Hey, you know what happened recently? Because I'm selling my albums, eh?
Yeah.
My my albums. So those of you who don't, anybody tuning in that don't, they want to get a hold of one of my albums I just released, you can order one of these. Order one of these USB drives.
Look at that, bro. Yeah. See, and it's electric guitar.
And somebody, oh yeah, I got a necklace there I got there a couple weeks ago. But yeah, somebody was asking me. They're like, "Hey, where did you get those USB drives, bro? I want to get some." It's like,
right?
I'm still
You know, I
waiting
didn't
for my copy, Brock.
Yeah, I gotta send them. You know, I sold out, and I was waiting for more, and now I still have them. I'm disputing against. I got about 50 more coming, but I have some ready to ship out, but I just got to ship them to you guys, and it is about $10. So if I'm shipping to say if you're buying one from me, from the States, it's $10 to ship, but I'll only charge you $5, so they're $20 a flash drive, and then I'll split the shipping with you for the $5 and
There you
whatever.
go.
So
See, and
yeah,
you can't be mad at that like that. You know, when you get a good deal, I said this. I was in Arkansas when my blood pressure was blasting off like out of outer space, right? They were giving free stuff away. And I tell you what, it was hydration packs and tablets and stuff like that. But anytime Walmart, and I mean Walmart, gives something away for free, guess who's standing in the line, bro? Indians are, we want freebies anyway. Oh, there's a giveaway going on. Honey, get over there. Hurry. You know, set your blanket
hell
up.
yeah,
Hey,
I know.
we have a powwow next weekend at Penn State powwow, which is a great powwow, and they do it's a traditional powwow where he gives everyone that shows up and dance a gas card, so everybody gets gas money to get back and forth home with, and he does cake dances. When you do something free, you act like people be out there like they ain't never had cake before. He has like 12 cakes he gives away, spot check dancing. So as you're dancing, he gives like 12 cakes, and people lose their minds to try to get those damn cakes.
Right? Seriously.
No way.
Well, here's the thing, man. And the giveaway is just part of our life. Now, I want to make it and bring this to your guys' attention. And I know I'm not trying to just court you with money, okay? But we're going to be starting a virtual spot check. Not this Monday, but next Monday, which means when you check in, we want to know which reservation, city, town, county, wherever you're at. We want to know where you're at. So when we go through our set list and you guys are checking in saying, "Oh, hey, this is Rodney Bearchild out here in Siksika," we're gonna be like, "Hey, Rodney, we want you to know, man, we got your spot check and we got a Google Play gift card for you. We're not going to be telling you no amounts or nothing like that. But let me just explain it like this. It's going to be something to entice you to join us on the show and enjoy the hell out of it with guests like Brock Stonefish. You know what I mean? We want you guys to come over here and blow it up with us on the B&B Indigenous podcast. Hey, also, Patrick, we were talking with Brock last time, and he was wanting to share something, and I want him to actually share that tonight, because we do encourage our guests to talk about things that are very important to them, not to completely go and shift from where we were. But he was speaking about a place called Deer Island. Now, this is a very, very important subject, and I think it's important for everyone that is joining us tonight to be able to. If you don't want to go right into that, Brock, that's your prerogative, bro. But I really want to say,
you brought it up, yeah. Yeah, sure. I was talking about the Deer Island last time, and it had I was getting into about how one of the main goals I left the reserve, and one of my goals for my whole career was when we started. We went to Deer Island and we started uh, demonstrating for no stuff going on there. And anyway, what I was leading into, I was talking about somebody who was probably for the development on the island, and I was
Yeah.
just about to say something about it, but I was interrupted. But maybe it's just better off not saying the guy's name. But the whole purpose of the story was to say that here on my reserve we have on the Thames River we have bodies coming out of the bank, the river bank, and there are remains of our ancestors from here. And my reserve is so poor, and I discussed this with my uncle. So when I first ventured off to go get a record deal or whatever, and I turned down a record deal because it was with Sony, it was under Marion Boo Fraser and and, and Queen Latifah and all those guys and Bad Boy Records. They're all owned by a Christian label. They're all Christian labels, even though they boast gangster and all this and that. But 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 I turned down their deal because I found out they just wanted me on Christian channels, and I
And I'm
felt
with
real
you, man.
bad because I promised my uncle and I said, you know what, I'm gonna get a record deal, and the first $2 million I'm gonna donate it to the reserve, and I'm gonna fucking fix that riverbank
Yeah.
so that we get all these sneaks coming along the river in their boats, and they're climbing up our riverbanks, and they're fucking digging for bones, eh?
Yeah.
And we don't have uh the interest in the community to save it, um or the money, and there's very few of us who care about it in the community, and they just got bit by one of those ladybugs, but anyhow, yeah, that was just one of the stories I was leading into, and I said, yeah, I always, if I ever make it big, that first $2 million is going to go into that my community, to do that, and I'm
Yeah.
still working towards that today, and I think I put that on a Facebook post just a few years ago or something about how I always wanted to rebuild that bank so that we could preserve it, and the the grounds, preserve the grounds so that nobody would touch it,
Sure.
and yeah, so one of my cousins encouraged me. You guys probably know George Stonefish, and
Yeah. Yeah.
he
Of
says,
course we know
he says, stick with it, little bro. He says, maybe you're still going to be able to do it one day. So, but yeah, that's one of my dreams anyway. So that's where my first fortunes are going to go if I ever strike. If you guys start
Well,
getting that Spotify downloads out there, no, I was kidding.
that's the next move that I'm making is getting us onto Spotify. So, I want to start reaching out into more of those realms. Somebody had mentioned this today when it was our good friend Shelley. If you guys don't know, she's really strong in the political activism, especially with Mother Earth, with regard to Mother Earth sciences and Mother Earth protections measures and things like that. But she had said, there are about what was it, a half a million podcasts out there, if not more, around the earth, and that to not lose sight, because sometimes we feel like that we're losing our wind. It feels, you know, we're driving trucks, we're going to work at our jobs there. Patrick works on the East Coast. You've got a lot of things going on in your community. Other people got stuff going on, but this is the thing that I think. I want good feelings, man. I mean, we could talk about the hardcore shit too. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, this is not only is it family friendly, even though we might cuss around a little bit, pardon our res lingo, but that's just how it is. I can say I enjoy doing what I do. I feel like I've been exhausting myself with regard to this job, but you know what? I'm moving away from this transportation industry in a lot of ways, only because I want time with my family, with my friends, with my powwow people, with my ceremonial people. You know what I'm saying? And that includes all the natives in the community. And when we see turnouts like when we had that show over there in Portland and you guys showed up, we had a packed house, man. We need that more often. We need native educators, native students, native entrepreneurial enterprisers, artists, cooks, anybody and everybody in the native community. And I want to make a mention real quick. Bison Coffee House over there in Portland, Oregon. I want to say thank you for an awesome cup of coffee, supporting my bro Ty Russell. If you guys don't know, Ty Russell's making a native trucking company out there. He's going to be employing natives. That's the main motive for his business. And we want to encourage other entrepreneurial enterprisers in native business world to share with us your wonderful ideas, your stories of success, even your stories of failure. We're not afraid of it. We want to hear from you, just like we're talking to Brock tonight, man. This guy, would you say, how long you been playing guitar now, bro? What
Oh,
you say?
geez. Probably, I think I started, holy shit. Well, the first guitar I had, I was probably 5 years old. And when I think about it, the first riff I played was, I think the first riff I played was. Yeah, that riff, yeah. But yeah, that was.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Brock, give us another song, Brock.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm just gonna show you how like something like that simple, like. And then it's like I got a tune. It's just kind of simple like that. It's called Fish Baskets.
You're tuned into KNDN Channel 49 and the Indigenous News Network. Our artist of the night, the Indigenous Podcast.
Walking down the road, a dozen words know where I go. Tell you a little secret, but you might already know. Well, I'm getting something for my missus. I'm hoping a dozen fishes. Yeah, she sure could cook good. That's why I give her kisses. I was in the water for half an hour. The rain came and brought me a shower. I got a secret spot way down by Radio Tower. And I'm walking down the road. A dozen words know where I go. Tell you a little secret, but you might already know. Walking down the road. Walking up the road. A dozen words did what they were told. I got a basket on my hip and it's filled with gold. Well, I'm getting something for my missus. I'm hoping a dozen fishes. Yeah, she sure could cook good. That's why I give her kisses. And I'm walking down the road. A dozen words know where I go. I'll tell you a little secret, but you might already know.
Oh man, that was sexy. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the one and only Brock Stonefish. Brock is coming to us live tonight, right here on the B&B Indigenous podcast. Make sure you like and share. Share a little bit of love of Brock. He is selling the songs that you're listening to here tonight is right off of Brock's album. He is selling them right here. For $25, you'll be able to get your own pen drive in the shape of a guitar, and maybe Brock will even sign a few of them and send them out to you. That way you have your own album of Brock Stonefish. Fabian actually asked a few seconds ago, "Hey Brock, how can I get that USB?" He wants one of those albums.
That's right.
Yeah, you send me, you get me up on brockstonefish@gmail.com, and you can PayPal me at brockstonefish@gmail.com, and you just send me your home address, and I'll get that in the mail for you, and that's that. Yeah.
Well, Brock,
Simple as that.
I hope you're prepared.
And I'll sign one for you, and just let me know who you want me to sign it to as well. I'll sign it out to somebody, whoever. If you get a couple, if you want a gift or whatever.
Sign it to Big Daddy Playboy.
Brock, we didn't get a chance to hear you sing all that much last time, so we're gonna work them vocal cords tonight.
That's right.
Yeah, sure.
Man. Give us another
all
one.
Right.
Give us another one.
All right, I'll give you one. I wrote this song. I was living in Cape Cod, and I was I was about 20 years old. I was on a hunt, and I met this girl, and I was talking to her, and she was like a gypsy in Cape Cod.
Skinwalker.
And she told me my fortune. I got a hand, got a full hand, eyes on the prize, that royal flush, that gypsy woman told me about a man, and he looked like me. She made him disappear, cold-hearted crush. Lifetime ago, down in New Orleans, corner on Bourbon, singing 49. That gypsy woman stopped to see what made her heart move like the sea. Then she slithered on, gypsy portion number 9. I got a hand, got a full hand, eyes on the prize that will flush. Well, let's get back, my task at hand, lines on my palms, an old red man's tale. That gypsy woman told me that it's not that bad, but it looks like me. And I only got hellhounds for sale. Then I felt the chill run down my back, 'cause she kissed the dog. I wanted no more. I said, hey, gypsy woman, you're a crystal ball. Just put it away. Tell me nothing at all. I want to live my life the way I did before.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
right here on the solo guitar tip. If you guys ain't tuned in right now, you guys should. If your cousins ain't tuned in right now, call your cousin up. Listen, Brock's on right now, you guys. Get over here.
What's
Hurry
going
up,
on
we
now?
have this podcast or
Get
else.
over there. Get on the phone there.
These are $50 tickets. These are $50 tickets you're sitting in on. Hey, my man William,
Yeah.
most definitely, William, we will drop the link to where you can. You're out here asking for CDs as well, Brock. I got people asking me if you do have any CDs.
Just the flash drives for now, and then I got to get on the CDs. Working on
All
that.
right.
So hopefully by June I'll have CDs ready to go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you look in the
Somewhere in a month or
comments, as
so.
you can tell,
Yeah.
my man Ron just dropped the link to where you can go directly to brockstonefish.com. I mean, stonefish.gmail to be able to get your transaction to get your own full album on a pen drive where you can download it on your computer or
Yep.
any other device you may have.
Yeah, absolutely. And the nice thing about a flash drive is like we're moving. I mean, not to say that CDs don't work, not to say that your mid 2000s, Nissan Maxima doesn't still have a CD player in it. You might even have the really nice E-Class Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2006, 2007, 2008. It's going to have a CD player in there. Most likely a 6-disc CD changer, especially when you were, old school banging it like that. You know what I mean? But hey, the flash drive is beautiful. It's a little tiny, it's a purple guitar, right? It's purple? Like
Yeah, it's blue and it's
Uh,
got purple accents.
Yeah, I like that. I'm a blue guy. You know what I mean? Blue for the blues. Hey, what's your take on old Jesse Ed Davis? I know you know about Jesse Ed. That's
Jesse
it right
Ed.
there. Yeah. May he
Yeah,
rest
this
in
one's. So then I signed the back of that.
right on, William.
nice.
Silverado.
I think I've come across my favorite comment, and that comes from Miss Bear's Tail. I love what she said. She goes, hamburger soup and Indian blues. Now that's a cool night.
Yeah,
I must agree.
Hey, listen, I'm coming over, Lynette. I'm bringing my
Here, hold on a
fan.
second. Ready? You guys ready for a song?
Yeah.
Hamburger steaks, Holiday Inn. That kind of world that I live in. Play a different town most every night. I love a new woman, write a new song. That's my life. That's my life. Oh Lord, and I love it. Hey, that's my life. There ain't nothing else in the world above it. Now you see people all day long picking their guitars and singing their songs. You tell them to forget it, 'cause you can't fake it if you want to make it, 'cause you gotta live it. I got a big bus with a TV in a bar, in a little room in the back just for me and my old guitar. I gotta stop and fuel up every 500 miles. Get a picture with the waitress, eat a late breakfast, country style. That's my life. Oh Lord, I love it. Hey, that's my life. There ain't nothing else in the world above it. Now you see people all day long picking their guitars and singing their songs. You tell them to forget it, 'cause you can't fake it if you wanna make it, 'cause you gotta live it.
Yeah. I'll
Moose
tell you what.
burger steaks
Oh, I'm loving this, Brock. I'm in here jamming. I mean, if I had the camera on you,
on
but I'm
steel
back here just
cans.
jamming, man.
Oh, come on now.
I know I was
There we
trying to
go.
steal his sweatshirt earlier. You know what I'm saying? We want to say thank you to all you guys tuning in on the B&B Indigenous podcast tonight with our brother from another mother, Brock Stonefish. If you guys are interested, like I said, I'm posting it up. I got to, I always do this where I'm like making all these banners and getting everything. If you guys want a copy of his album, Brock Stonefish at gmail.com. You guys send him your address information, telephone number, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest. You know what I mean? But we want you, again, I'm telling this to all of our viewers tonight, like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe. And
I guess, hey, right now, Fabi and Miss Bearstail is the one that's in the lead right now to win that TP, our giveaway tonight.
That's right.
So y'all better like and share. I'm taking down names. I'm finding out who's sharing our content. So if you want this TP, this nice lit TP, hand painted, handmade by my man there, Ron, make sure you like and share. This will not be the last time we give away stuff. We're going to give away something every single week. Sometimes we're going to give away multiple items, including wampum jewelry, beadwork, TPs, and regalia. So we got to keep you guys entertained by giving you some free stuff while you stay so loyal to our broadcast here at the B&B Indigenous Podcast.
And I tell you what, man, and his dynamics are so good tonight too. That sound,
Yeah, you're
just
rocking
having
tonight, Ron.
just having it, I'll tell you what. This is the thing when you have an audio interface that works for you, or you have just a good mixing board. My brother went to a church about a month ago and picked up a 40 track. Was it 40? No, yeah, 40 track mixer. Originally, this board was 12 grand. He got it.
Holy smoke.
I'm not going to tell you how much he got it for. It's an analog mixer. Don't mean a thing, bro. My brother's a genius like that when it comes to mixing equipment, and it is set up so nice. Got
Yeah.
2 screens, so you can look at all your WAV files on the one screen, and then you can do all your exports and see all of that other stuff on the other side like that.
Well, the microphone I'm using is a Ear Trumpet Labs microphone.
Well,
They're handmade in Portland. They're handmade in Portland, Oregon, right?
Yeah, they're damn right they are. Right? Why don't you just rub it in, though? I got this microphone.
I got 2 of them.
It's only like
I got 2 of them. I don't even have the other one plugged in.
Hey,
I thought about doubling them up.
If you want to do a giveaway for a microphone, why don't you just give me that one? I'll yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody wants one. Yeah, you see it. Everybody wants it.
We want to send a shout out to the Fort Berthold Res. That's right. What's it? Mandan Hidatsa Irikara. If you guys don't know about Four Bears Casino, I'm telling you what, man. I went over there and I didn't champ out. That was Rooster Top's guy that champed out, but I was about ready to battle dance him in my round bustles even. I wasn't scared, no. I was out there, come on, Rooster, let's do it then. Hey, you come up on my contest like that, all smiling around.
Hey, we had a great comment from from Shelly Shell that says the Indian blues should be a genre. That's real funny that you say that's real funny that you say that. And the only way these things have become genres, if you guys start to buy them instead of us trying to burn them off our cousins. We got to start buying the albums for it to become genre. If you've ever seen the movie called Rumble, my auntie Pure Faye talks about native blues. You can't look at, native blues have been around for a long, long time. And Pure Faye used to rock along with Robbie Robinson, with the crew back then. So If you look into it, indigenous blues, native blues has been around for a long time. We have to buy our artist stuff though. That's the thing
Right.
about native people. We got to start spending our money within our native community. If you got a native person coming around, you need to start spending that money within our native community. Brock Stonefish will tell you quick. Yeah, he sent me an album, but I already have one of his old albums I paid for myself because I believe in
I
putting
never.
money into my
I don't think.
pockets.
I don't think I never discussed me and BB King.
Oh no, tell us that story.
No, that's true. We discussed my mom and BB King. We could still, please, Brock.
Yeah, yeah. My brother used to do uh, Lenape language camps all across the states. He'd go down to New Jersey, Nanacoke Lenapes, and Ramapo, New Jersey, Ramapo Mountains, and Pennsylvania. We go out to Stockbridge, Wisconsin, and we went out there, and then we had another language camp in our community for a week, and everybody came to our community,
Yeah.
and I was sitting there with eating corn soup, and I was selling CDs, and the lady come up, took my picture, and bought a CD, and then I get a call one night. I'm bouncing. I was bouncing clubs, and I get home real late. My mom says, "Oh, your brother just called you. She's worried sick. Eh? Your brother don't usually call me 4 a.m." So I call him up, and he says, fucking that lady. Her name is Molly Miller from Stockbridge, Muncie's.
The Muncie people.
She's an elder. Her name is Molly Miller, and she's an elder out there now. It turns out my grandmother Hannah Akins gave her her Indian name when she was just a teenager, when she was just a young girl in Detroit or something, or maybe in Wisconsin, wherever she met her. Anyhow, it's funny how that connected. This lady that my grandmother gave her Indian name, buys my CD, and then gives it to her sister, who worked Tammy Pico. Tammy, I think her name is Tammy Pico. I think. I
Right.
don't want to get it wrong, but she worked. She was a manager, marketing manager at the Mohican North Star Casino over in
Nice.
Boulder, Wisconsin, there in the Stockbridge, and they said, "We got BB King coming in March. Would you be willing to open for him?" I said, "No." Yeah. I said, "Hell yeah." Yeah. Don't believe in
Oh,
it. Yeah.
oh,
I seen him twice prior at Massey
Yeah.
Hall in Toronto. And the
I got
first time I saw him, I was so excited. I fucking literally got sick. I was
Yeah.
so excited. I had the chills in the stands, and I left out. I even had gotten the flu. Like, I think the excitement literally gave me the flu. I really believe that happened.
I
And
got to see it. I got to see him here. He's got a restaurant here in New York City, and I first moved here. When I first moved here, I always wanted to see BB King. No one does it like BB King, and she took me there, and I got to see BB King and a very young Catfish. I don't know if you know who Catfish is. They call him the little BB King. He's about 21 years old now, but back then he was like 15, and the kid plays
oh,
blues like you'll never believe. Kingfish.
Kingfish.
Yeah.
Kingfish, sorry,
Yeah.
Kingfish.
That's my
Yeah.
brother's little bro, man.
So
Yeah.
him and BB King
Chris
performed. Both of them performed right here in New York City at BB King's restaurant, and I got a chance to sit in. Let me tell you what, that was an experience.
Christo
I mean,
badass, and he's hella humble, bro.
blues is one of those.
Yeah.
Is the only genre of music that all you need is the music. You don't even have to have lyrics. You don't have to have any lyrics. Just the music, just the sound of that steel guitar, sound of that electric guitar. Literally can speak every word to your soul, no matter what you're going
Yeah.
through.
So
Yeah.
Chris,
I saw it. So I went down to Wisconsin, and they give me about a few $100s for gas and couple rooms for 2 nights. My brother Brent drives me down, and my best friend from high school, my buddy, and he's a Scottish guy. His parents are from Scotland, and
Yeah.
and then and my mom, and then my brother Bruce, and then his girlfriend, and then his in-laws, and so there was a crew from my reserve all went over to Wisconsin to check this out, and I went and did the sound check, and they said you're gonna meet him before and after. And I said okay. So before I went to go meet him, and he was sleeping, so he wouldn't. They weren't gonna wake him up, so I just got to hang out with the band before the show, and then I got up. I went and did my half-hour set, and everybody went crazy because of the casino was full of Indians, eh? So everybody was just proud as hell, eh, to see this kid get up, open for BB King. You know, I think I was 23 or something. Yeah, I was 23 years old, and I look young as it is, and I know I seen people in the crowd were crying, you know, because they were so happy, eh? And people that come up to me afterward, they were so happy, and then I went to go meet BB King, and his manager come up to me, got my info, and it was the actual Geffen dude from Geffen Records, and he was trying to get a hold of me. He was trying to get a hold of me after that, and I was, you know, I was off the grid, and nobody got a hold of me. So I went backstage for the meet and greet and tried to get my guitars on there. They wouldn't let me take my guitars on. They said they had to be Gibsons, and I said okay, well whatever. And so they said you can bring them on, just leave them in the case. And I said okay. So I come up and I'm on the bus, and I just sat up in front of the bus and ate a bunch of food. I started helping myself, eating the food, ate the band's food. Yeah, hell yeah. And then I turned around, I got my suit on, I got my fedora on, eh? I think I was wearing this hat. I might have been wearing this hat.
Yeah,
I think I was.
You know what? I feel naked.
This is the hat I had on. And
time to change it up. There we go. Blues hat.
Don't make me pull mine out. Don't make
Hold
me
on,
pull
man.
mine
so
out.
I put on my hat. So I got my hat on like that. I'm talking to the guy, and and I'm like, kind of cocky and kind of half drunk, and standing there. And he's like, I go, so where are you guys all from? You guys all from Mississippi or what? He said, what? What the fuck did you say? He said, fuck, you think we're all from Mississippi? I go, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Are we all from Mississippi? And I'm like, he goes, where are you from? And I said, where am I from? I said, I'm from right here. I said, my ancestors are buried under the wheels of this fucking bus. And then he goes, well, once you take that hat off, you think you're so smart. Show some respect. so I'm like, all right, whatever. Fucking, I take my hat off, man. And fucking BB King hollers. He's like, hey, what's going on out there? Hey, and he said, come on back here. Come on back here, young man. And I went back there, and he grabbed my hand, and he sat me down next to him. And he just held onto my hand the whole time to calm me down. And then we had to meet and greet, and we just sat there holding hands like that. And the people come in and take pictures and talk and whatever, and they got out. And I was sat there, and then everybody left, and we got to sit there and talk for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe 15 or 20 minutes or something. And he just held out of my hand, and he said, yeah, what was going on? He said, don't worry about that guy. He goes, he's crabby, eh? And turned out it was like his bus driver, his legendary bus driver that had been driving the bus since like forever, eh?
Yeah.
Since buses didn't have power steering, eh?
Right?
And,
Hey, it sounds like bus driver, right?
So this guy is probably wishing he was back in his younger days to pound the piss out of me,
Right.
He's an older guy. But anyway, he just said, he goes, the way, he goes, you're gonna have an interesting career. He goes, you're gonna have a really good career ahead of you. And we talked. And we talked about so much things that happened, like it happened so fast. Eh? It was almost like you couldn't even really fucking make sense of it all. It's like, you couldn't even really make sense of everything that was said, And it was And then I just got up and left, and that's how I met BB King. And then I was just kind of mad. I was kind of bummed out too, that had to happen. That it was he had to calm me down, and that it turned into it wasn't a nice a nice situation. And of course, I told my that Molly Miller was there, and then that my buddy was off to the side of the bus, and we went. And of course, they told my mom and my brother, hey, and then they're all mad, and then my whole family went anti BB King for a little while there, and then
Oh,
then
yeah,
they're all then they're all right after a while. but
right.
but yeah, we I after that gig, nothing happened. It seemed like my career. It's almost like because it happened so early in my career, it's now that I'm starting to get the enjoyment. Like I was 23 years old. I'm 39 years old now. And I'm
Yeah.
just now starting to get the passion back because I fucking spoiled my meal by having my dessert first, right?
Right.
I went and I cut my teeth, and I had a taste of of dinner,
Yeah, but
but I didn't eat the whole course of the meal before I went for dessert, and I just went and opened for BB King, and I graduated, and what the hell else am I going to do after that?
was it?
Move in, like the only other thing that can top that is would be playing with Eric Clapton and Santana, and that's my next goal.
Santana, man,
But
that would be a hell of a show right there.
Dude,
oh man,
if we could bring
oh
John
yeah,
Lennon back and get
I
him up
would
on
lose it
stage
if
with the
I
rest
could
of the
play with those
Beatles,
guys.
right?
Yeah.
If I was gonna have a concert right now, Brock, it's gonna be Bob Marley, right? He's gonna be one of the headliners, and the Wailers, of course. You got to get Rita Marley and the I3s up there. Uh, I'm gonna bring Santana on. Of course, Santana is gonna be right before Jimi Hendrix, of course, and his Purple Haze tour. I'm gonna bring Stevie Ray Vaughan on stage, of course, because it's Stevie Ray Vaughan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you guys are gonna be in there. That's gonna be the show. There's gonna be you, and then like I was talking about earlier, I was talking about Jesse Ed Davis. Like when you mentioned Eric Clapton, that was one of the artists that played alongside of Clapton and 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 uh, and oh my God, George Harrison and John Lennon and Paul McCartney and all of these people and Jackson Brown and everybody else. Like that's where I see you.
Yeah.
You fit into that same pocket. That's why I said if you guys are interested in seeing Gary Farmer and the Troublemakers and Brock Stonefish at the Portland Blues Festival in July, we want to hear your votes out there. Cascade Blues Association. My mom's a part of the Cascade Blues Association, so I'm coming at you, man. I'm coming at you, bro. But we want to see these guys on
Well,
stage.
I'm just a part of Gary's tour, the All Star Tour. So it's a Gary Farmer All Star Tour. So if
Right.
you're gonna book me, just book me. Don't I don't want to
Because don't be
be
outshined.
Yeah. Hey, Nate,
don't be
listen. Gary Farmer's badass
don't
on his
be
own.
uh
Matt Spielberg
don't
right
be
there.
getting a hold of me thinking you're gonna get Gary Farmer is what I'm
No,
saying.
no.
Don't
Hey,
be
you can
calling
be
me
Gary Farmer too. But we want.
oh, it's Gary Farmer coming, and then if I get there and do a gig and there's no Gary
I'm
Farmer,
just
and
trying to play the drums for you in Portland, bro. That's what I'm trying to do.
yeah.
12-piece pearl
Well, that's already
up on
happened.
stage like that. Eh?
Well, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, I'd
yeah.
like to give a
You gotta get in contact with you'd have to get in contact with his people, and
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah. I
he's
want
got a whole
to
team of people. So he's got his agent, and he's got the tour manager, and he's got like a whole team of people that you got to go through.
Did you see Patrick's badass hat though? Did you know? I mean, he said it's a little bit short on the top, right, bro?
yeah. It's supposed to be a Billy Jack hat, and
Yeah,
Although,
and I had it wasn't exactly the type of hat that Billy Jack had, so I had to reform it and reshape it the way it needed to be, and it turned
right.
out pretty good, I think. I'm going to take a commercial break here for just a second and say thank you to our sponsor. That's
I got another hat here.
Skoda.xyz. If you want a Facebook, if you want to be on Facebook, but you're tired of regular Facebook, you want to be around all natives, you got to reach out to Skoda.xyz. It's a native Facebook platform, so it's all natives all the time, all the time. So if
That's
you
great.
go up to your Play Store or your Apple Store, it is there. It's called Golden XYZ. It's completely free of charge. It works just like Facebook, except it's all indigenous, all native people that are on that right now. Um, Next thing I want to say, tonight is a free giveaway. So if you're just tuning in, for you to enter into competition to be able to win the free teepee, a beautiful lit teepee that my man over there, Rock and Ron made. He's giving that away tonight to a lucky listener. It does light up. It's got its own bulb inside that lights them different colors. If you'd like to win that tonight, what you got to do is like and share this video. Like and share this video and comment. You got to comment, like, and share. Comment, like, and share. I'm copying everybody's comments down. The best comment that likes and shares will get that TP free delivered to your home. Every week we're going to give away something new. So if you like native swag, if you want to Indianize your house a little bit more, you got to
That's right.
like, share, and comment.
And
Back
don't
to
forget, you guys, we want you to know that these ones right here under my finger or above my finger right there, boom, boom. These are for sale. I do the lamps for 75, so they've got the flame bulb in there like that. I'm just advertising for my own native entrepreneurial enterprising. I'm not afraid.
Do it.
And I got a badass challenge coming up for Brock because there was a song that I love. Mary had a little lamb, boom, ba-doom, doom, boom, boom, her face is wide.
Oh yeah, I could do that one.
Yeah,
Come
you know
on,
what I'm
then.
saying, baby? Okay, listen.
I think I played that in my high school talent show or something.
Hell yeah, bro. See, I was in 8th grade.
We had a whole band.
I did
When
some
I was
music.
in high school, I had a band with one of the teachers too. Was in the band.
Really?
Played harmonica. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Not like I play harmonica, mind you. Hey, no. We want some more music and we want that tempo. If you got something funky and junky, bro, we ain't scared of it. If you don't want to do that song, that's on you. But I want that.
Are you doing what? When do you want? What right now?
Yeah. Let's hear it, baby. Who wants to hear more from Brock?
Oh, I thought you were breaking for some kind of commercial or something. I was waiting for some kind of. I was waiting for the Allstate guy to come up.
I was, you know what I was
Yeah.
Mary had a little lamb.
The place is white as snow, yeah. Everywhere that child went, the little lamb should go, yeah. He followed her to school one day, broke the teacher's rules. What a time did they have that day at school, yeah. Mary had a little lamb. The place was white as snow, yeah. Everywhere the child went, the little lamb was sure to go, yeah. This kid is basket, the green and yellow basket. Send it to my girl on my way out past it. Maybe you had a little lamb, face so white as snow, yeah. Everywhere that child will, that little lamb would should go, yeah.
The Indigenous Network. You're tuned into the B&B Indigenous podcast with the master music class.
I didn't get to see you guys rocking out.
I was
I was already on the drums, bro, because that's got that boom, 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 boom.
Nice.
Right? I could beatbox it too.
Did you hear me go off a bit?
On a like a 7-piece Tama, or like I said, a 12-piece Pearl Export, Pearl White. You know what I mean? I'm just suggesting. If you guys want to set up a donation for Rockin' Ron's brand new drum set, you can.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Brock,
Yeah.
how about you give us your favorite song off your new album there?
Yeah.
All right. Off the album. Let me see. My favorite one is probably the Residential Redemption song.
Oh yeah. That is a cut, bro.
And the Residential Redemption is currently also I'm on Sirius XM radio.
Yeah.
Channel 165.
Right.
And I'm on the countdown. I'm on the Indigenous Music Countdown right now. I'm sitting at number 25 on the top 40 with this song.
That top 40 countdown to number 1.
So this one's called Residential Redemption. I just want to go home, back to the place I was born. Stay down, lay here all alone with this itchy blanket, but she said I'd make it if I sang a song. I wondered what happened to my friends, the ones I'd have till the end. I guess I'll see them again. She said, go to sleep. Tomorrow you can weep. And then she sang a song. Started when the black car took my brother, little sister. Took me from my mother, I never kissed her. Why couldn't be any other holy mister? Instead I'm all alone, I can't find a home, but I can sing a song. before my grandma's young, now she sleeps. Here I stand, fully grown. The land beneath my feet, I was born. Yet something seems left all alone. When we go to sleep, we sit awake and weep, and we forget our songs. It started when a black caught to my brother, little sister. It took me from my mother, I never kissed her. Oh, I couldn't be any other holy master. Instead, I'm all alone. I can't find a home, but I can sing a song. 'Cause when I'm home, I sing a song from long ago, before I was born. When I'm home, I sing a song from long ago, before my grandma's young, now she sleeps.
Man, that's deep, bro. That is so deep.
Ladies and
Thank
gentlemen,
you.
we want to say a nice thank you for Brock joining us tonight. This show is awesome. We've got a lot of engagement. Want to say thank you for such beautiful lyrics. We had a guest on last weekend, or last Monday, I should say, rather, that dealt with a lot of boarding school trauma, residential school trauma.
Yeah.
Now these things, that's one I can tell you. I listened to you talking earlier about your own experiences and some of the things some of your family members went through. And I want to reach out tonight to our community and say thank you for listening, tuning in, joining us for the show. If you guys are dealing with those things, we want to send out prayers like that for you. You know what I mean? We want to be able to put our hands up and say thank you for all of those things that you went through. So many of our aunties, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers, not only did they go through wartime and serve this country, for a country that tried to destroy our people in their entirety, each tribe in and of it themselves as well as a whole. But for all of those things, to talk about those things are sensitive. I was talking with Brock earlier, and we were talking about the sensitivity factor. Some people would rather not hear certain words. They will listen to certain subject matter, but they will clown you or try to, put you down because you speak a certain way, and that is something, for myself personally, you're not going to hear censorship from me. If I'm upset enough about something, you're going to hear it, and I can understand that. And I know Patrick's the same, and that's why we want to put our hands up to all of you who went through those things like that. We are still standing out here. A lot of wonderful responses too. Elizabeth Charlie saying great songs. Fabian with the one of his favorite shows.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
it's
That's
good to hear that.
Kelly. Oh,
Yeah.
49. What's this channel? 49.
KNDN Channel 49, the
Oh,
Indigenous
that's
Music
you guys putting that on there. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we
Yeah, that's
broadcasted on several different pages. KNDN just happens to be one of those. That's my own radio station, man. End to end, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
actually had a live 365 account for a long time. As a matter of fact, when I get some more financial opportunities coming my way, that radio station is going to be back up, and we're going to be playing your music in rotation. At least once an hour. We want to be able to play native artists like that, and we play all genres. From Navajo Nation got KTNN, the voice of the Navajo Nation.
Oh, I was gonna say that on the album Residential Redemption, I got Gary Farmer found this horn player, trumpet player.
Nice.
His name is Delbert Anderson. Everybody, write this down. Delbert Anderson,
That's
and
right.
he's a great trumpet player, and he's a Dene, and he's doing great things. He's in New York City. He's playing in New York City a lot. He's playing all the big jazz clubs. He's a resident performer at what's that the Indian Arts
Yeah,
Institute
American Indian
in
Arts Institute,
yeah,
AIAI.
he's the resident player there, musician there, and he's featured on the track Residential Redemption. So you type that in, you guys got Pandora over there. I'm also on Pandora. So you guys, you want to hear my album? If you can't get a CD and you can't get a flash drive soon enough, go on to Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, iMusic, and also go on to indigenousmusiccountdown.com. So that's indigenousmusiccountdown.com, and get yourself a profile, and you can vote for 5 artists every day. So you can vote daily, and you can vote for my music as well.
Well,
So
you'll get a
hopefully
vote. You'll get
I'm going to keep releasing songs on the chart. So
Well, you'll definitely get you'll get our vote every day until you get your votes in from the B&B and podcast. We'll definitely go over there and vote for yourselves there, Brock. I just want to give another shout out to
nice,
everybody. If it looks like I am unattentive to the
oh
podcast tonight, it's not
nice,
that.
yeah,
I'm getting so many great comments tonight, and people are sharing our podcast. I'm guessing y'all guys really do want that free TP over there. So I'm getting a lot of
oh yeah,
comments. You guys are putting my ass to work tonight. So
That's right.
I've been writing down people's names and how many times they share and how many times they comment. So when we put their names in a hat, we're not going to be pulling people out of the hat. Whoever has the most shares, the most likes, the most comments, that's the person that's going to be winning that free TP tonight. So I've just been writing down the numbers, and right now, Miss Bear's Tail, she's racking them up there, and so is Fabian, of course. Shelly Shell's also out there doing her thing as well. Man, you guys are putting my ass to work. Cashman is also up there on the leaderboards. They're really doing their thing. I just want to say thank you personally. You know, your Indigenous brother from another mother, Patrick Little Wolf Brooks here. Just want to say thank you for everybody coming out, supporting us. Everybody's coming up and really doing your thing. I can't say enough. Brock
Yeah.
has come from your good music, man. You're bringing in good vibes, man. I'm gonna have to ask you to sing us another one now.
You know what I'm saying, Brock? And this is the thing you need to know. Like I said, you got your choice. You know, and I'm not fronting for sets right here, but this is the blue. So if you're crest side, or if you're blooding it up, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm playing. But you can have your choice of either one of those tonight, and they're gonna have doors on them, so don't worry. Like I said, and these are gonna be stained up on top, so you need to know this. So they're gonna look more natural, they're gonna look more like regular TP poles and not the materials that I use. But we really appreciate Brock tuning into the B&B Indigenous podcast. If you guys enjoyed what you heard tonight, make sure once again to like, share, and subscribe. Check him out. Now, I want you to, before we get into this next song, I want you to take a look and go over to indigenousmusiccountdown.com and put in your vote for Brock Stonefish for 2023. He is the man
yeah,
of the evening, you guys.
yeah,
Not only that, but he puts on a kick-ass show. I've personally seen him live. That's indigenousmusiccountdown.com, and put in your votes. And remember, we appreciate all the love that we're getting, all the comments. Tara Teets, is it Tietz or Tietz or Teets? Loving the tunes tonight. She says, great show. Thank you. We're putting them out. Lynn Bear's Tail. That's the
yeah.
segment, out of you guys. We really appreciate you tuning in. Stay tuned for more great music right here. We got about another awesome show for you guys, so you don't want to miss out. Make sure and tell everybody in your family, get over here. It's a free show tonight. Free. Free is a very good price. We're giving away free haircuts later with the Flowbee too. So
And 8:45, we'll be announcing the winner of the TP.
that's
So in
right.
15 minutes, stay tuned. Stay tuned. You're gonna win a
15
TV.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, Brock. We've let you rest enough. It's time for some more music.
Damn Skippy.
There's a man named Mahatma Gandhi. He would not bow down, he would not fight. He knew the deal was down and dirty. Nothing wrong could make it right away. And he knew his duty and the price he had to pay. Just another holy man who dared to be a friend. By God, they killed him. Another man from Atlanta, Georgia, named Martin Luther King. He shook the land like a rolling thunder, made the bell of freedom ring that day on his dream of beauty that they could not burn away. Just another holy man who dared to be a friend. By God, they killed him. Another man named Christ Almighty, the only one called Jesus Christ. He healed the lame and fed the hungry. For his love that took his life away. On his road to glory, now his story never ends. Just another holy man who dared to be a friend. My God, they killed him. There's a place called South Dakota. It's the home of Sitting Bull. He was branded a redskin savvy when he tried to defend his land that day of his dream and beauty that they could not burn away. Just another holy man who dared to be a friend. By God, they killed him. So sing a song of Mahatma Gandhi. Sing a Martin Luther King. Sing a song of Christ Almighty. Sing a song of Sitting Bull. Just another holy man.
All
I tell
righty,
you
all
what,
righty.
dude.
You got me wanting to protest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Chris Christopherson song. And,
Yeah.
and Floyd Westerman used to perform that song.
Yeah, he did.
And yeah.
My Auntie
So
Tana
that's it.
Sanchez got backup on his album for
Oh, nice.
We don't want your white man rules no more. We got our own.
Shit, we used to sing that when I was a kid. We used to go to fish protests and protest against the ministry, the Ministry of Natural Resources. and the
right?
game wardens, and we'd be protesting that. We'd be singing that song. I was only like 6 years old, so that was well over 30 years ago.
I know. See, and I've only got like 8 years on you, so I was like 14. Man, I don't know if it was like that on the East Coast, and I'm sure that it was. I'm sure that it was probably up north of Detroit where you're at, Brock. But like back in the '90s,
Yeah,
like there was a real big uptick. A lot of people were doing the gangbang and BS. You know what I'm saying? But like where we was, we all wore red bandanas. I mean, red everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shelly, you're
oh
damn
yeah,
right. We need to give an applause. That was such a sweet performance too. You know what I mean? But hey, speaking of performances, big drum, pull out the big drum. Uncle John Trudell would show up, may he rest in paradise, talking about the late Jesse Ed Davis. Jesse put a lot of beautiful guitar work to Uncle John's music. And then he brought up Pura Fay, of course. Like, man, it's so weird how we're all so closely interwoven like a huckleberry basket or a
yeah,
wuppas bag, as they say on the West Coast there in
yeah. I'm a
Scotland.
huge fan of Pura Fay. I love Pura
That's my
Fay's
that's my
her
that's my
talent.
auntie.
Lolly is so
Yeah,
dope, dude.
yeah.
Some people say you
She's
Lolly, I get
great.
it.
She's
You
great.
Lolly,
Yeah.
you Lolly, whatever
I'm
is
trying
what.
to get. I'm trying to talk, sweet talk auntie to come on to the show and do a program with us. She's very modest, very humble. So it's hard to get her to do anything public. So I'm trying to get Auntie Pure Fay to come on the show. I'm gonna try to sweet talk her. Maybe I send some
She's
wampum,
she is
a wampum necklace
she,
up to her.
she's such a gentle soul, eh?
She
And
really
she's
is.
probably
Yeah.
one of the most gentlest people you'll probably come across. And I haven't really, I've only met her like come across her online and just through other people.
But she's only
But
gentle at first
the music, the sound that comes out of her voice
ain't gentle.
is
Ain't
a
nothing
whole
gentle about it.
it
Yep.
is a whole lot of can be a whole lot of terror.
Hey, that's
Just
that's an Indian woman, bro.
that much ripping energy that just tears like
You ever get that
Absolutely.
like
auntie face or that grandma face? Or you ever have an Indian woman look at
it
you
just
like this?
not scary, not in an unpleasant terror
No.
way. I'm not saying
No.
in a I'm saying like a tear like it just tears into you like you have no choice but to hear what she's singing.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Auntie Purefay was with us a couple of years ago in D.C. protesting, and it was pretty cold out there, and it was pretty loud. There's a lot of us out there. We put the bullhorn up to her, and when she started singing on that drum, let me tell you what, you'd never hear a crowd quiet down faster. When she started singing her Ulali songs, man, I Pure Fade like just rocked the house out there. She can make it roll. You gonna give us a song, Ron? You gonna give us a song?
Oh, I got that one. What was it? Let's see. She said riling up the Indians. Hey, releases everybody out. I was waiting for Brock to jam in on that guitar like that in that same chorus. You know what I mean?
No,
Oh,
I recently did a thing. There's at Western University in London, and I recently was a guest for the English and Writing Studies Department of Western University, and they had like
London, Ottawa,
a
right?
poetry jam in London,
Yeah.
and and, uh, and there was this guy got up, Juggernaut guy, there's a white guy gets up with a hand drum, and he gets up and reads his poetry, and he's got this video in the background going on in the background behind him, and he did his thing and everything. It was, everybody did well, and then I went up and I did the closing, and they come up because I did the opening song. I did the opening performance. I did 3 songs and talked about the songwriting. And then so they wanted me to do a closing song. So I sang my mother's jingle dress song that's on the album. And and that guy comes up to me, he's like, I was so dying to come up there and come up and yeah, he goes, I wanted to say to him, I was just gonna ask you if I could borrow your drum, but I couldn't say that. I said, I was just gonna ask you. He goes, yeah, you should have. I would have come up there and jammed with you. And I'm like, oh, no.
No, just we wanted to borrow
Hey, fellas, I'm going to pause right here. It's the time of the hour, the giveaway.
Oh,
right.
Ron, if you could hold up that giveaway prize tonight. All right, got you. I've already got your drum roll
Choice of
keyed up.
2. This is the one. Like I said, they're going to come at you with a door. Now I've got another teepee, and then these are going to be staying. You got your choice. Now hold on. I'm getting my directions messed up. They're going to have doors on there. You tell me when you win this. My Libra traits right here kicking in. It's always balance, right? So this is not to be looked at like police lights. You know what I mean?
now that you say that.
All
No,
right.
we want you to be able to pick out the design that you want. You want a dragonfly design, you like diamonds, you know what I'm saying? You want mountains on that door. And I'm going to be laying around fabric on the bottoms of these. This one's got the lightning on there, so I don't really want to cover it up. But these are the ones right here. You get the choice between the red and the blue. Whatever's your favorite tonight, you let me know. And these are going to be coming at you with lots and lots of love. We're also going to need your address information. And like I said, you're going to have to allow for some time for shipping depending upon which part of the country you're in the States or in the provinces there in Canada. It's going to be an extra week. Of course, it's got to clear CBSA and all of that stuff and customs.
We will cover that over as soon as whoever wins, we're going to make you. With no further ado, the winner of tonight's giveaway of the beautiful teepee made by yours truly, Mr. Rock and Run. Miss Loretta Beartails. She's the winner tonight. Miss Loretta, she came in here and she was not playing around. Lynette, she was not playing around tonight. She shared. She loved the videos. She gave us 1,000,000 hearts. She commented a ton tonight. She showed her love. She showed her appreciation for us tonight. And all we can do is do the same for her. So Miss Beartail, we want to say thank you so much. Stick around to the end of the show so we can get your address, your shipping details, so you'll be able to get the TP. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to happen every single Monday night. We're going to have either between 1 and 2 giveaways. So you got to stay tuned and be a listener to the show and share, love, and comment on the videos. Yes, Miss Beartail, you are the 1-0 winner.
That's
now
right.
back to you, gentlemen. Take it away there, Brock.
Dude, you know what? Hey, here is something that I wanted to bring up to you, bro, and tell me if this is true. People will say in the community, Lynette, yes, you are the winner tonight. Red or blue, you let us know in the comments section. But I want you guys to know out there, this is fans of blues music in particular, okay? There is a certain style of blues. Sometimes they call it a 3-bar progression. Now listen. Boom, doom, 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 That's that beat right there. It's a round dance beat.
Start singing.
Yeah. Hit it, baby, hit
I know you. I'm waiting for you to start going into some R&B.
it. I know down, Dustin. But I'm sure that you can. That's what I'm telling you. Now that I put my heart out to you, I'm feeling in him. Yes, it is. I'm telling you, yes, it is. Bam, bam, boom, down, 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 down. Bam, bam, boom. I'll do all that I can.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Bam, 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 do, 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 boom. Doom, 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 doom. I go on that soul. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I got so much more. Doom, 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 doom. Get it up as I go, but this is back my soul. Beep, 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 beep. When that's wonderful sound moving all across the land. Beep, 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 doom, 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 doom. Hit that guitar. Yeah.
Oh, Pat's in the zone.
I know he's getting ready to do some smoke dance with Curtis Wright's feathers right there. If y'all don't know about Curtis Wright, man, tell him about those feathers, Patrick.
Oh man, see, uh, there's a lot of natives out there that are not federally recognized, and they are state recognized. They are native, but they don't get the recognition through the government. And like we always says, and a lot of their kids are graduating, and they want to represent, but they're not allowed to carry eagle feathers. My man, Curtis Wright, man, he makes some of the best artificial eagle feathers on the market. You can't get anything better.
Yeah.
He
Straight
made a couple of these for me, which I'll be giving to some native graduates this year to be able to hang from their cap and gown, from their caps, to be able to represent their own way. It ain't about that it's not a real eagle feather. Everybody knows it's not a real eagle feather. It's about that kid walking across that stage and be able to hold their head high, be able to show their pride amongst their people. So I got a bunch of these feathers here, and I'll be giving them out for free to natives out there that want to be able to show their pride. They are not allowed to carry eagle feathers because they're not federally recognized, and they don't want to get in any trouble. So he makes these beautiful feathers. Not just these. He makes cockatoo feathers, black and white, black tips, salt, pepper, bald eagle, immature feathers. The dude is the best, and not just that. Unlike old imitations, I'm getting a whole bustle made like this since I travel overseas. I hate carrying my eagle feathers because it's a hassle to carry the paperwork.
That's right.
Because I've been stopped in customs for 4 hours, proving that these feathers belong to me and that I was native. Even with my tribal ID, I've had to go through hell. So I'm getting a whole bustle made like this with black tips. And if you notice, unlike the other ones, these you can split apart like this, like a regular eagle feather, and shape them right back up. You're not going to get that on the market because these are hand dyed, hands crafted. If you're looking to do something like that, or if you have kids out there that you don't think they're ready for eagle feathers yet, and you want them to be able to rock something, you want to put them together a fan, something they won't damage, something they won't mess up, reach out to my homeboy Curtis Wright. He, these feathers are beautiful. You can steam them, you can wash them just like regular feathers, and they won't come apart. The dyes don't run. They're gorgeous, and they're a great alternative to giving little small kids eagle feathers.
That's right.
Everybody wants their kids to look like them, and they're giving them real eagle feathers, and they're dropping them all over the powwow grounds. Give them these, let them learn. These are great teaching feathers, great learning feathers, and they're also great gifts to your non-native friends out there that you want to just gift them something nice. There's the end of it. He does it up nice. So just to give a little shout out to Curtis, he does great work. Back to you guys. I'm sorry.
And that's the other part about it, man. Like those feathers would probably look really dope on on the rocker tops for fancy.
Oh yeah, roach feathers. They'd be nice.
They're solid. Like don't get me wrong, eagle feathers are solid too. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying anything negative about eagle feathers at all, of course. But I'm just saying the idea. Not only are you supporting Curtis and a native business out there, this is somebody who has crafted this. How you said 23 years he's been doing that?
Oh yeah, he's done it over 23 years, man. And I've seen fake feathers before, and they look absolutely horrible. These are by far the very best feathers I've ever seen in my life, hand dyed like this. He does flicker feathers, cockatoos in different shades. He does different hawk feathers.
Macaw?
He doesn't do macaw feathers. He doesn't do macaw. I don't think you can get, because these are all, if I'm not mistaken, these are made out of white swans.
What's some African pheasant, bro? You know those? I had a couple of those on my chicken bustle. They're like 4 feet long, and they look dope, especially when you got some big eagle plumes hanging off the tips of those.
Absolutely.
You know,
hey, Fabian, I will hook you up with Curtis's information right after the show. I'll reach out to you. He'd love to have the business. He just did a whole big. He also does plumes, ladies. If you have little girls out there, you can't find those big, thick plumes. He does imitation plume sets, and they are gorgeous.
Yeah, I want to talk about the Indigenous Youth Guitar Giveaways series that my man Brock Stonefish has been doing for over a year. Right now, if you guys don't know anything about this, there's native musicians out here. These kids, we want somebody that shows up in the young world like Chris Tone, Kingfish. We want those. I mean, Stonefish, Kingfish, come on now. We get these two on stage together, bro. It's over. We'll get them on there by themselves. It's over. But I'm just saying, he's been doing this for a while, and we are still looking for that support on this. You know, as we get towards the end of our show, we're going to give the floor back over to Brock, but I want to make sure and mention this. If you guys didn't know about the Indigenous Youth Guitar Giveaway series, Brock Stonefish's personal Facebook page has all the information that you need about that. Correct, Brock?
Yeah. I got my. You can go to my website, brockstonefish.com. So www.brockstonefish.com, and you go on my site, and there's video. There's you can hear my album on there as well. And there's 2 pages. So there's a video page on there as well, and there's some pages I've uploaded. And then what's going on there?
It was just some feedback.
That was feedback from me. So I'm sending out messages. Everybody wants to know about your information about this guitar giveaway. So I'm trying to send them straight to your website.
That's right.
So the website, it's got the Indigenous. So it's called the Indigenous Youth Guitar Giveaway Series, the IYGGS, and it's been going on for about 1.5 years now, and I've been giving away guitars to youth. Last month I gave one away at a social to a young man in a spot dance, and then I went to a powwow. I went to 2 powwows in February. February I went to 2 powwows. In February I gave away a guitar at each powwow I went to. So pretty much anywhere you see me appear at different events. So if you just want me, instead of saying you want to get the troublemakers, you want to get Brock Stonefish and the Indigenous Youth Guitar Giveaway Series on your reserve, so I can come and I can bring some instruments, I can perform, and I can even do workshops. I can come in your community, I can give away some guitars and teach some kids how maintain their guitars and give them some tools as well. So there's a bunch of stuff like that I got in the works, and the IYGGS is basically my organization that does giveaways old school, and that's the way I do it. The Indigenous giveaway series. It's right in the title. So I'm not going to sign up to no nonprofit bullshit so that people can pat themselves on the back for not paying fucking taxes. I'm not
Yeah.
in that neighborhood, you know. So what I do is I want to do powwows with my IYGGS under my logo. I want to do different workshops, and I've already started doing it. I've done concerts. I organized a Gary Farmer concert and a homecoming concert last year, Labor Day, and I'm working on a powwow where I'm going to give away guitars for do a youth powwow, and they're going to give away guitars to the dancers instead of prize money. But
Yeah.
everybody, all the dancers get day pay. So there's nobody getting big prizes, but they're gonna get a guitar or whatever. But I got different projects like that in the works, and right now I have about 25 guitars to give away, and
Oh, that's awesome.
I have 9 kids on a list, and I got a few kids that have been just waiting, and it just sucks because I haven't really gotten big enough donations since October to ship out guitars to I got one that needs to go to Kentucky, New Mexico, the Yukon, Alberta, and these are all places that cost a lot of money. It costs hundreds of dollars for shipping. So, and these people have been waiting. One guy's been waiting for over a year, and I've been saying I'm going to send your daughter a guitar, and I just haven't been able to send it to him yet.
Do you guys
And
want to contribute to that? If you guys are interested in helping Brock get his guitars out to our youth, I can tell you what, there's a lot of GoFundMe stuff out there. As a matter of fact, there's another donation website called Angel Link, if you didn't know. This could help our brother here not only be able to continue in his music ventures and adventures, but also to be able to start off some of the most beautiful future careers out there in Indian country and beyond. And like our sister was saying, Native blues needs to be its own genre. Music in general from the Native community. That way we have our own spectrum to be able to work with. Brock is doing that work. We want to be able to support that right here on the B&B Indigenous podcast.
the whole reason why I'm doing it is to start when I was young. I discussed me and you discussed some of my personal history, and
Yeah,
I've lived some pretty wicked through some wicked events in my younger years, my youngest years, and I, of course, by the time I was 13, I was thinking of taking my life because I couldn't I couldn't play hockey or whatever, and I didn't have no friends. I was living in a non-native community, and I couldn't handle it. And I was 13, and then but I got into music, and then playing guitar, and I got good at it real fast, and it saved my life.
yeah,
I was thinking about taking my life, and then that's what saved me was the music. And the Indigenous youth in North America hold the title for the highest suicide rate uh, in North America. And our kids are committing suicide. I went up and taught in a high school for the Cree school board for grade 11, and they call it anyhow. One of the kids up there committed suicide while I was up there teaching, and it was just like that on a weekly basis in the communities of less than 1,000 people,
yeah,
and so this is happening today, yesterday, and these kids aren't getting no notice, and they don't even have government towers up north. We're working with a company, a telecommunications company, to set up towers on my reserve, and I was going to set up work with this company out of Cuba, but now Cubans can go to the U.S. But what they were going to do is set up this telecommunications tower, and these Cubans were going to come up and train my through whoever I got to work on my community and just people I knew, and train to go to the States to go and set up these towers for this Cuban company. in telecommunications, and they've already set up towers in all kinds of countries, like war torn countries. They got these towers everywhere. And this dude named Kareem, he says, Brock, he goes, I can't fucking set up no towers in Canada because they're shutting down the towers. He said they don't want natives to have towers in the northern communities. They don't want natives to have access to nothing up there. So these are the communities that are killing themselves. These are the communities where kids are dying, like as I speak, and it's not getting no news coverage,
That's right.
you know, and they don't even have internet. So I got people reaching out to the giveaway. Some of them have just dropped off the chart. I fear that some of them they've killed themselves. One of the students, the teacher won't tell me what happened to the student, but not as the guitar went to another kid, but I think that something happened to the kid. And then I was talking to somebody up in Nunavut, and it was a grandfather on his cell phone trying to apply for the giveaway to get his son a guitar, or his grandson a guitar. And he said that it cost so much money to text me that email. And I was trying to ask him to upload a YouTube video. That's out of the question.
Yeah. And
You
that's
know,
the thing about it.
you know, to even for me to ask for some kind of eligibility criteria, like send in a video, these kids can't even do that because we got people like CSIS, the Canadian Secret Service, the whatever the hell they're, the Canadian CIA, they're stopping the towers. They shut down my friend Kareem that I met. They said, fucking, you ain't building these towers up here. There's a no fly zone. We're monitoring it so that Russia doesn't invade Canada.
Well,
And that's bullshit. They're taking away resources just like they killed off the buffalo, and they're guarding the north because they want the rest of the country to use all the goddamn gas that's coming from the permafrost, and they're just
yeah.
I know what's going
Oil
on.
fans.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely,
So
bro.
so anyway, this is why I give away guitars, guys.
Hey,
Mr. Brock Stonefish, handling cobalt change one guitar at a time.
that's right. And
Yeah.
I want to mention too, the suicide prevention hotline. As a matter of fact, if you could do me a favor, Patrick, and look that up
Yes.
real quick, and we could
Suicide
post it
prevention
up.
hotline.
Yes,
I
we have
actually-
international suicide.
Well, I got it on my refrigerator. As you know, 3 years ago, I attempted to take my own life, and they helped me quite a bit whenever things get really bad. And I've called them a couple of times because sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. I think as Native people, we forget it's okay to talk. We are so used to having all that pressure on us and just holding it down and deep down and deep down. Sometimes you need a non-bias. When I called this guy at the suicide prevention line, all he did was agree with me. He allowed me to scream, yell, curse, everything I had inside of me, and just let me get it all out. And it allowed me to walk another day, live another day, and I'm happy for it. So give me just a second. Let me see if I can get it off my fridge, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to talk about that too. You know what I'm saying? While Brock is getting ready, he's going to be telling us about. He's got a sugar Pepsi, not a high fructose corn syrup Pepsi. For all you residents in the States, the difference between Canadian soda and American soda is the sugar versus the high fructose corn syrup. One is bad enough, especially for diabetics, but the other one is completely horrible. So yeah, that's the thing about Canada.
Yeah,
At
the
least
one.
we have
This is
genetically modified organisms.
but it releases these chemicals in my brain that accept it.
All right. So there's an international number, but what I'm going to give you is the easiest way. This is across every phone service, everywhere. All you have to dial is 988. I repeat, all you have to dial is 988 and send, and you'll be in touch with
I
the
didn't know that.
National Suicide Hotline all over the world. You can also text or SMS 988 as well, and someone will contact you immediately. You can chat. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They don't take no days off. There's always somebody there. Once again, if you feel like you're
Wow.
lost, if you feel like you got nowhere to go, and being native, it comes quite often. You don't always have to be alone. You don't have to be in that dark space. Pick up your phone, 988, and damn it, you ain't got to call them. Call me.
Call me.
I'll
Call
be
me.
happy to talk. I'll be happy to share. I'll be happy to hear your pains. Listen, from someone that tried to take his own life when I thought I had nothing else to live for, when I thought things are darkest, I know what it's like. So I'm always here. I have helped people before. My ears always open. So if you don't want to call a stranger, you call Patrick Little Wolf Brooks. I'm always on Facebook, day or night, 24/7. You give me a call here on Facebook. We'll sit and chat. You can talk to me and let me know what's going on, and we'll deal with it.
And if you guys do not have the ability to get a hold of us right away, and you want to remember that number, Patrick, let's give them that number real quick so we can put that out there for them as well.
All you have to dial is 988. So all you got to dial 988 call, and it will
Just 988, no star 988.
Oh,
no
is that-
star, no
Is
nothing.
that's it. Is that Canada too? Does that work up here too?
It's
988,
international.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll
It's
start
988.
telling.
Yep.
I'll start sharing that. I didn't even know that.
I didn't
I had no
either know because
idea.
I have a regular digit on my phone because I didn't realize. But this is the suicide hotline I have on my refrigerator. It's to my local suicide hotline, which is the VA. Since I'm a disabled vet, it goes right to the VA. This is the international. All you gotta do is say help. All you gotta do is call 988. 988 is a suicide and crisis hotline
That's
available
from your
24 hours a
cellular
day
service.
in all languages and every service. Verizon, T-Mobile, it doesn't matter.
So, and a landline is different. There is
I
another
wanna-
one. I want you to look that up too. Not Patrick, but
When I was, oh yeah, I see it now.
All right.
When I was
for the
talking about some of the projects with the Indigenous Youth Guitar Giveaway Series, I started working. It just popped in my mind now since you said you're a vet. I'm working with a friend of mine who was a vet. I used to work security in Harlem, and in about 2002, I worked for these dudes at this hostel, and this other guy was a Desert Storm veteran and was a friend of mine, Lionel Durant, his name is, and we were really good friends. And he's a high up in the Buffalo Soldiers at West Point, and he's like part of the Black Lives Matter and everything. And he was reaching out to me when all this stuff was happening with what is that place down in South Dakota? You guys were at the oil place there,
North Dakota, Standing Rock.
North Dakota. Yeah, Standing Rock. So he was messaging me saying, I got this bus with all kinds of telecommunication stuff. I can bring it and come and share it with you guys, and we can start intercepting some of the bullshit these bullies are doing, eh? And he said, we'll bring some of our toys down from West Point, and we'll come and share them with you guys.
Right.
So I said, well, I'm up in Canada, bro. I said, fucking, those guys are over there. But I said, I've never even been out there. And then so I told him to reach out there, and I don't know whether he did or not. But most recently, as part of the Indigenous Youth Guitar Giveaway Series, I've been working with him, and we've been talking from West Point, and they're starting to do things where they want to honor the veterans that had to work through the Buffalo Soldiers, and they want to try and compensate the families somehow of the soldiers, because they were still enslaved, and a lot of them were natives, and they want to, and by starting out, they want to start reaching out to the ones that were code talkers and stuff like that, where they weren't allowed to talk about it, and the families never got compensated. So they want to start working with within the armed forces to work some kind of compensation out, and start with the Indigenous soldiers' families, and then work with the Buffalo Soldiers after that.
Absolutely.
So we were working to try and get some kind of music festival in Harlem because I reached out to him. I said, "Listen," I got this Indigenous youth guitar company thing going on, and I want to get in the Harlem Rib Fest. I says, why don't you guys come hire me, and I can have like a native stage there, and I would, and I'm Lenape. You could say, you got a real Lenape Indian here in Manhattan Island at the Harlem Rib Fest, and you got
Yeah.
an Indigenous stage. I says, there's got to be some kind of funding that way, and so we've been working, discussing some other little projects on the side right now. I'm kind of letting the cat out of the bag, but there's about a what the fuck is it? It's about 35 acres, and it's out by Bear Mountain that way, out by West Point. I used to go out there quite a bit out that way, and he
I
used
don't
to
know.
want me to come out there. He wanted me to come and train with him to be a bodyguard to work with his company. That they have a bodyguard company. They take us celebrities to basketball games and to the airport and the hotel and all that kind of shit. And I ended up, my diabetes got bad in my feet, and I didn't want to go out there and train, and I never did it. But he's got this land out there, and he says, it's right in Delaware territory, 35 acres, and it's right along the Hudson River, and I want to try and get it, and
Awesome, man.
I want to make it a sovereign Delaware territory,
Well, you got to
and
keep us
start from
posted on how
there.
that's. You got to keep us posted on how
Yeah,
that's coming along, so that way we can follow
yeah,
along with you, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen. It is
yeah. That's
9. It is 9:15. We're over our time right now for our podcast, and we want to invite Brock back. Of course, Brock. This has been amazing. I'm getting tons of messages saying this is the best show they've seen, and that's a thank you to you, your
excellent.
music, who you are, and the conversation has been great. Um, just want to say thank you again to all of our community out there. Thank you for Skoden.xyz for sponsoring our program here. We owe
that's
a
right.
lot to you for sponsoring us, our first sponsor. If you're a native artist, if you're a native activist, if you're a native person that's got something going on, and you'd like to be on the podcast, reach out to us in our messages. Let's get you on here. We want to support our native community every way we can. If you have an indigenous issue that's going on in your community, please reach out to us and let us take care of it. We want to share the word. This podcast is about your voice, not ours. We want to hear about what's going on in your community. Please share with us. And if you don't want to be on a video, send us the information. We'll talk about it live ourselves right here on the podcast. Next week's going to be an amazing show, another giveaway. We got someone coming in, talk about an indigenous talent beauty pageant going on in South Dakota in a couple months. And she wants to get the information out to our young women where they can enter the competition. And with that being said, Ron, why don't you go ahead and take us out and close us out?
That's right. And I'm going to be probably headlining that beauty pageant. I mean, as you can see right here. We want to say thank you to our special guest tonight again, Brock Stonefish. Thank you for tuning into the B Indigenous podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Do not forget, show us all the love you can. We really appreciate everybody being with us tonight. Brock's going to take us out with some fine music on that wonderful guitar he's got there, and we're going to get ourselves back on the road. I got a job to do besides this. This is my job, but that's my job, driving on the highway. We'll see you guys again, ladies and gentlemen. One final time tonight. Stonefish.
You ready, boys?
Yeah, let us have it, baby.
Been singing this song since high school. I put in Nashville, Tennessee. You wouldn't even come around to see me. Since you're heading up to Carolina, you know I'm gonna be right there behind you. and always have to steal my kisses from you. 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 Love to hear that warm southern rain. To hear it fall is the sweetest sounding thing. And I see it fall on your simple country dress. Like heaven to me, I must confess. And I always have to steal my kisses from you. 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 I've been hanging around you for days. I lean in, you just turn your head away. Whoa, no, you didn't mean that. You said I love the way you think, but I hate the way you act. And I always have to steal my kisses from you. Always have to steal my kisses from you. Always have to steal my kisses from you.